you know how you could listen to certain songs and they take you back be like yesterday or a decade or 2 or 3 or 4 or whatever the case may be, and you still kind of have the same kind of feelings you felt when you heard it for the first time, if it was on tape, 8-track, CD, like later on in the years or whatever. But the nostalgia of certain songs is definitely one where I feel like, you know, hey, it's time to show your appreciation if you are a fan of music. And I want to welcome everybody, the entire Brand Nation, to this edition of Nexxlegacy Radio. I am Branded, and this song, like I said, it's just not just the Levert legacy, but also just being able to have the opportunity to have these fellas not just be a part of that legacy, but to give us music where it wasn't just this song. It's like when you go back and you think about Rude Boy's music, you think back and you know, and I'm saying think back, even though it's the '90s, and the '90s doesn't seem like it's been that long, but I mean, just from the state of music and how everything has transpired, I feel like, yo, this is, you know, let's take it. I mean, I'm sounding like grandpa here, but I'm really not, because I'm still, I see myself as a young guy, but I mean, come on, when you have music like this and it's written all over your face, and not just the video, but, you know, and not just Gerald Levert, rest in peace, and not just having these guys, the Rude Boy guys on here, just being able to just say, hey, you know what, at the end of the day, we are here to make quality music and to give y'all a lifetime of memories and stuff like that. So you gotta make sure that you pay your respects. And it is the first time these fellas is on Nexxlegacy Radio, and I want to give props up top to my guys, Rude Boys in the building, Nexxlegacy for the first time. What's up, fellas?
Okay. What's up?
What's going down?
I wasn't trying to be real preachy and gospel, but goddamn it, this is how radio is, and I'm just saying, like, you know, it's you know, people gotta appreciate that more. So I'm like, off top, I gotta give y'all a ton of credit for the memories that came along with the music y'all created in the '90s. So I gotta say thanks first off, though.
Oh man, you're welcome, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So I'm going to go down the line and make sure everybody go ahead and sound off with the names and whatnot. So, you know, I'm going to say Joe to start off. So, Joe, go for it.
You got Joe Little here.
G. LeBeau.
Kenny Miles.
All right, there you go. My guys.
Hey, Kenny,
my guys.
You got your Kenny got his sexy voice on tonight.
Oh, man, that's that stripper voice, man.
Right, you got your stripper voice on tonight.
You got a stripper voice on, man.
Hey, and you know, Kenny, there's like a lot of women out here listening right now. So I'm just saying, like, you already got them ready right now, sir. Just saying. Just saying. Hey, welcome to the show, and I gotta, and I might as well start off with you, Kenny. Like, when you think back, and like I said, this song is attached to a lot of memories, not just through the Levert memories and the legacy, of course, you know, our guy Gerald and his family have created and stuff, but y'all had an individual style and a purpose when y'all first came out. So, you know, this is first time, so you got to bear with me with some of the probably cliche questions you probably had before. But, I mean, just in general, Kenny, when you look back from how it was then to just, you know, you look at the legacy of music and things like that, I mean, what are some of the thoughts that cross your mind?
Well, I guess my thing is when you think back, you know, that far, you think of Baby making music, you know. You think of like love music. You think of, you know, music that's made for people to, you know, for their souls, and not necessarily made for a beat or just to dance to. But you know what I'm saying, the music was made, you know, to feel, and you get it, like you say, you get that feeling when you hear, you know, certain music, and you know, no matter how you know long or how old it is, you know, I mean, you think back Stevie Wonder and Marvin Gaye and all. It's just like every time you hear that music, you feel the exact same way when you feel it. I mean, when you hear it, so you know it's a good song. You know what a good song is.
Indeed.
That's true. That's real.
Joe, what about you, man? Like, you know, you look back and you know, and like I said, I mean, you could talk a little bit about Gerald Levert and how much he, I'm sure, has meant to you, of course, and not just you, but a lot of people in this industry too. But just, you know, reflect back a little bit. Just, I mean, you know, and you look at it now, and I'm just thinking like, okay, you know, no matter, I mean, you guys continue to still put out music, which, you know, I completely appreciate because we need that. You know, but also, I mean, you know, you guys got a legacy that you could say, hey, you know what, I did this at this time, and this will withstand the test of time. So, Joe, looking back, I mean, well, what are your thoughts?
Looking back, man, and just even going back as far as reliving the moment that we worked with Gerald, and we were in the studio doing Written All Over Your Face, man, it was, I mean, a great era. Like Kenny said, man, it was an era where you really felt the music in your heart. It made you, I mean, and even when you hear it nowadays, it makes you think of that time and give you that feeling inside. So it's just working with a legend like Gerald Levert, man. He had already accomplished many things, you know, a few things, and I was in awe just because he was from the city where I was from, and I was really working with a celebrity or a star, but not just that, but someone I looked up to, and that you know, come from his father was Eddie of the OJ, so we could go even further back to what Gerald possessed within him and the type of music he was putting. He was kind of, you know, spinning off of his dad with that sound for young people and for younger people, right, you know, his age. So, yeah, man, it's a great thing, man. And, you know, like I'm just sitting up here watching the Grammys tonight. You know, it just reminds me of how much that we really need that type of music to reemerge, man. But it is a battle, you know.
It's a grind, and there's probably a few different reasons for it, and we're going to talk about that a little later too. And you know, G, your thoughts as well, because you know, just you know, I the reason why I'm asking these questions, y'all, is just to me, because as fans, because I'm a fan first before I'm even a Q&A guy. So I'm gonna just kind of tell you how I feel. It's just, you know, and I just want to know y'all experiences, because it's kind of like I grew up with y'all, but y'all didn't really know me until now. So it's like, you know, I just want to know what y'all was thinking about when y'all was actually creating this timeless music. G?
Yeah, well, Joe pretty much hit it, and Kenny also, man. It's real. It's like we missed them days when, you know, you just felt good when the music was out, because it was a privilege to work with Gerald and also the OJs and stuff, you know, just coming up around them. They were legends, you know what I'm saying? So just to be able to have the insight from them that created music years and years ago and is still standing the test of time is just a privilege. You know, just to work with Joe, because, you know, me and Kenny are newer members, but we still been around. I've been around Joe since I was a teenager, so that's our brother, you know what I'm saying? So for us to be in the group is it's just a great experience, man. And just to be on stage when we doing these songs and people to just smile and you to get that smile from them, it means everything. And a lot of music these days is not touching the souls of people. It's just something to dance to, but they can't remember, you know, making love to their woman or just feeling a certain way on Valentine's Day or anything just off of the music that's out now. You know, and a lot of artists are feeling the pain of a lot of people that's not appreciating that music the way they used to. Because I was reading something that Tank had to write up on with his album. As far as sales and stuff, it's not like it used to be. You know, a lot of people, you know, in the music, you know, he tried to, like you say, he put his heart in it also. And even with us, we got a newer album and stuff that we did that we want to come out and be able to touch people again, you know, because it's missed, man, that real music, man. Ain't nothing like the feeling of that. Like you said, where you can hear a song instantly and it take you right back, you know, that's a good feeling, you know. But that's
how do you feel? And I'm gonna ask you this
saying.
question. I'm gonna let Joe and Kenny add on to it as well. But I mean, G, how do you feel? Like you mentioned it. It's like you think about, because I mean, I think as we all grow up and get older, I think even as youngins, we kind of felt some kind of magic by listening to a lot of what our parents used to listen to as well, like the classic Marvin Gaye's, Jackson's, the Supremes, etc. But you know, as we grew up, we appreciated that for what it was, but also we embraced and embodied just everything that withstood just from the hard work that you said earlier that y'all put in, you know, and I'm, you know, fast forwarding to us now because, you know, hey, I like the slow love making music. I can't stand the quick, you know, one hitter quitter kind of deals that's you know basically being forced upon us now. Like, I mean, you know, and I'm pretty sure a lot of ladies out there appreciate the fact that y'all still is you know basically grabbing on and making sure that you maintain that passionate spirit about what love means and love making music, right?
That's true, bro. I mean, I feel exactly what you're saying. I just feel, you know, because I appreciate all music, but at the same time, it needs to be an avenue for R&B and real music there, because it's definitely an audience that's out there that's missing that and wanting it, but it's not provided to them, because you're hearing the same 10 songs all day on the radio stations most of the time. If you listen to the radio, you're going to hear the same songs over and over. It's very seldom where you'll hear like somebody say, oh, look, check this new artist out, such and such, and you hear a new name like they used to do back in the day. I was just talking to somebody about that, and you don't hear that no more. Where it's like underground, like you got to do research to find real music. You know what I'm saying? It's like you got to really dig in the crates. Like back in the day, you had to dig in the crates of albums to find samples. That's what it's like to hear real music seem like now. You know what I'm saying? It's a shame, but it's out there, man. Yeah. I mean, it's a shame because it's out there, bro. You know what I'm saying? But it just needs to be an avenue for the real artist that has passion to put this music out. But the people got to make a difference and call in and say, you know, different artists they want to hear like it used to be back in the day. You don't have that no more.
Right. I was just going to say that. I mean, it's, you know, the people, you know, you guys that are listening, you know, we appreciate you. We love you for listening and being supportive. But, you know, you have a voice too, so you know you got to stand up and you got to say, hey, you know, this is what we want to hear. You know, this is what, you know, bring this here. If you bombard the people with it, you know, they'll.
That's right.
Mhm. And Joe, I'm gonna put you on the spot because you know I was thinking about this a lot. Like, you know, not just before y'all you know blessed us by coming on the air tonight on Nexxlegacy Radio, but I've been thinking about it for a while now. Do you feel, and you could give your own personal opinion as far as not just how you feel about the industry, but also society, but do you feel, Joe, that maybe people's either lack of patience when it comes to relationships and the art form of love has diminished people's patience when it comes to music? That's why you get what you get now versus how you used to be? Because, you know, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but, you know, to me, I always felt like, you know, even the guys, like, you know, I mean, we're guys, and sometimes guys are idiots, and we make mistakes when it comes to relationships, but also I feel like there was a lot of stronger marriages and bonds when it comes to that concept of relationship back then versus now. What do you think?
In my opinion, I really feel like right now, man, is really being honest is the powers that be, man. The people that control the radio stations, the people that control the radio stations, basically, man. Mm-hmm. And the changing of the digital era, which you can't go and pick up CDs. It's all about downloading. And, you know, then, you know, once you get it on YouTube, you know, everybody can go on and snatch it off, get it for free, you know. But, right. I mean, they only push the music, mostly play the music where what the younger people are going to want to listen to. So, I mean, you find out now that the rappers are singing. So when you go on the radio now, all you hear is rappers that are singing and not having nothing against them. Everybody is, you know, I feel everybody should be allowed to creatively express themselves in the manner that they want. But, I mean, the rappers have taken over the singing. It's just like the night on the Grammys. I hate to keep referring to it, but Kanye performed twice, and he didn't rap once. He sang both times. He didn't rap. And I'm not knocking Kanye. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But he sang 2 songs tonight on 2 different sets. And everything is like, you know, so it's really the powers that be at radio that's going away from real music or maybe what the people want. And they dictating to what's to put out there and whoever's paying and what the companies, the record companies are paying them to play. And that's basically where it is. And just the digital era, man, most of our audience, most of them are not going to go, and I'm not saying old people, but people like more of it up in our age range, they're not going to go on the internet and download songs, man. Nor are they really going to go on the internet and look for things. They're used to hearing it on the radio, or they're used to being able to go to a mom and pop store, or even in the mall to a record store to buy CDs. But I mean, all that has been taken away, man. So all that is really what it is, man. We still artists out here doing great music, man. I mean, if you go Google, most artists, they have albums that have come out, or they have had singles that come out. Or if you go on YouTube, you can Google and you'll see the latest work that they did, like the last maybe 6 to 8, maybe 10 years. People have been putting stuff out. We put a couple songs out within the last few years. But I mean, you wouldn't know it because we're not getting airplay, and we just not getting no love for it. Urban AC, they throw everything on there, but I mean, Urban AC is Urban AC, man. It's not really a mainstream. A lot of people don't know about the Urban AC radio station,
right?
So I mean,
it's not
kind
that,
of more like
Joe, it's not that exciting vibe like you used to have. Like when you listen to the radio, you heard a record for the first time and you lost your mind and you called in and you wanted to be able to get that record played again, and you know what I'm saying, just the excitement of it. And for y'all as artists, and I'm pretty sure when y'all first heard y'all on the radio for the first time, y'all pretty much, you know what I'm saying, just, wowed out in that excitement, that feeling that, a lot of us had when we first heard something for the very first time. And in y'all case, y'all heard yourselves on radio for the first time. You will never lose those memories. And people that's doing music now, that I feel like they taking a lot of that authenticness, if that's even a word, for granted, because you have online, you have the internet radios now, or you have people paying other stations to be able to get their records spun or whatever, and you know what I'm saying? It just takes away that vibe that it used to be back in the day, right?
Right. Yeah, that's real, bro.
No doubt. No doubt.
I feel. Go ahead.
No, and to add in, just like guys
like you, Blog Talk Radio, man. This is the new movement that can really do something for artists like us, man. If we got a million guys like you that the people are paying attention to, that's the power. That's the power right there.
Yeah, that's
the internet,
right.
we have to use the internet to our advantage as much as possible. That's why I love when someone calls from radio, from internet radio stations, because this is where, we have a chance to, people can know what we've been doing or where we at or what we got going on. So I commend you for stepping up to the plate, man, and paying homage and reaching out.
Yeah, we
like,
appreciate
to try to
appreciate
help us,
that,
man,
bro.
because I mean, we need it. We ain't begging for it, but at the same time, we want people to know what we're doing, because we work hard, man. We work hard at what we're doing, and we don't stop. So that's where we are in today's the status as far as the music.
And I feel like this, and to me, I just really think as I want people to call in and be interactive, or I want people to hit me up and holler at me and be like, yo, I need these Rude Boys on like ASAP. Because, and then not only that, I mean, like you said, we're not just nationwide, but worldwide. There's a lot of people out in Japan listening, Australia, Germany, people that know the Rude Boys and appreciate y'all music and for what y'all did. So, I mean, it's only right that I reach out to y'all and say, hey, you know what, not just thanks for, creating memories for me, but also I got to make sure y'all holler at y'all fan base out there, because, I mean, y'all are still factors in as important to the industry as the mainstream is to other people's perception. So, I got to make sure I give credit where credit's due.
No doubt. Well, for all
appreciate
people
that, bro.
And that's in Australia, y'all need to bring us, y'all need to get us out there.
Oh yeah. Come on, man. That's always the case. And we got the Rude Boys live right here on Nexxlegacy Radio. I'm Branded, your host, and I gotta ask y'all a question, because y'all continue to still make music as a group, and to me, that should be respected in a world where there is no groups. Not like that, or not like how it used to be, or not like how it was when y'all first broke out in the '90s and stuff like that. Because you had but see, the thing about it is, and I was telling some folks on some of the shows that I had before, I always felt like the '80s was really the decade for diversity, because even if pop to rock to hip hop to R&B, all that stuff was winning. Everybody was winning. '90s came in, and I felt, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but everybody had an opportunity to be able to be heard. You know what I'm saying? You could have been the greatest dude or female, of any genre of music, and you was put on and you was heard. And to me, I think the '90s created that opportunity for a lot of us, because y'all had a different sound than the OJs, or y'all had a different sound than New Edition or some of these groups out there. Now we don't have any groups. So Kenny, what happened? What happened to all the groups, man? While y'all still here kicking it, every other group is damn near gone.
Well, they out there. Excuse me if you hear me smacking. I'm eating on some catfish while I'm talking to you. But,
man, bite that fish, man.
Hey,
bite that.
And you gonna say that? You gonna say that and not share it with us? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make myself an honorary rude boy tonight. You're not even gonna share with us though. But that's okay. That's all right. It's all good.
Stomach twisting and.
Hey, you feel me? Exactly.
It's just a little bit, catfish with a little, fry on the side, but it's cool. But I'm sorry, what was the question?
Yeah, about the groups.
Yeah, what happened to the groups, man?
Oh, yeah. The groups. Well, what's funny is that they're still out there, man. Believe it or not, you may not hear much from them, you know what I mean? But they're still out there. I've just recently been doing a few things, and I've been seeing a few people here and there and hearing about the groups that are still doing it. We just did a show with Mint Condition about a month ago. Okay. And, I hadn't heard from them in a while. And then I thought about it, went online, and people, just 3 weeks ago, we just saw Mint Condition. It's just like, okay, you know what? What's funny is that these people are still out there, but it's just like we've all been saying, is that you're over inundated with all of this new music. And it's like, the people are programming. I mean, their brains are programmed right now. So I was out last night at a club, and band was there doing the thing, and it's just like I'm looking around on my audience, and I'm thinking, old school is going to work for this audience because everybody in this building is over 30. Do you realize that them people sat on their feet, sat on their butts the entire time the band was playing? Band was killing it. Band was absolutely killing, but they sat on their butts the entire time. As soon as the club going up on Tuesday.
On a Tuesday, right.
No clue. These old, can we say what we want to say on here?
We can say what we want to, man. Live on the radio, you good.
These old MFers got up on that dance floor, and I just looked, and I could not believe what I was seeing. They was all my age. But we're programmed. We're radio's programming these people. But please know, they still out there.
Oh yeah. And G, let me ask you this: you think about a group like I'm gonna throw this out there just for y'all opinion. G and Joe, and actually Kenny, I want y'all opinion too. But I'll start with G. You get a group like TLC, even though Left in Peace, Left Eye, she's not here, but TLC is working on a project. But they put out a GoFundMe campaign to be able to get the money up front from the fans first, to be able to fund their project before the project even comes out. So my question to you, G, is that the way that it's going now? We're followers and supporters and fans alike is going to have to basically chip in first before you even hear a single. Is this where we're going in the industry now?
It's pretty much like that. People trying to get it by any means necessary now because it's not like they have a label like they used to have where they had a budget of $250,000 and up, or depending on the label to be able to record into a major studio or pay their producers or songwriters to write on them and stuff. You had a budget back then to do it, but now that the labels have disappeared and you don't have any funds to fund your record if you don't have your own recording studio, if you're not writing your own songs, if you're not, you know what I'm saying, if you're not doing all of that, then it's a task to try to get a project completed. You got to get it mastered, you got to get it mixed, you know, it costs money. A lot of people don't realize, and time is money, so when people got to take time out to make time to do what they have to do for your project, then, you know, it's only right for them to get paid, you know what I'm saying? So they trying to get whatever support they can, you know, and you can't knock them for that because, like I said, the budgets are not there no more like it used to be.
Right, very
true. And that's the bad part about it, because there used to be labels, man, where you had a recording budget, you know what I'm saying? But that's not intact anymore, you know?
Yeah, and y'all. I mean, personally, me as a fan of theirs, I stand behind that because, I mean, to me, I think that's you know, semi-creative as far as, you know, making sure that you get it from the fans first. You know what I'm saying? They had a GoFundMe campaign where they reached a certain amount, and you know, and basically they're owed a CD whenever it comes out, which to me I think is, hey, you know what, cash up front is all, especially nowadays, is always a good thing before the downloads start hitting, right? Or the illegal ones as well.
Right, exactly. And if they have true fans and they believe in them, I don't see nothing wrong with somebody It's an investment, invested in somebody helping them get their project out. If you want to hear them and see them again, you know, like you said, Left Eye is gonna bless her soul, but they still a group and they trying to keep the legacy alive. So, you know, I don't see nothing wrong with that. You know, them trying to get that support. Trying to keep the legacy alive. So,
I got you.
I don't see nothing wrong with that. You know, so trying to keep that support.
Yeah.
All right.
So I suppose y'all waiting on me to chime in, right?
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Joe. Come on, Joe.
You know what? What I will say is that, man, I believe that, you know, a lot of these artists, man, they are working. And when you said about where the groups are, all these groups are really still out here, man. We just really doing shows. Our music is not getting played, but we're doing these 90 throwback tours. I mean, you got Jagged Edge, you got Silk, you got H-Town, you got Shy. All these guys, boys, man, everybody is
too. Men at large.
Everybody, Tony Terry's, Glenn Jones's, everybody's working. Everybody is doing shows, man. Yeah. We out here doing shows, but we don't. Our new music is not getting played. And I mean, artists are investing into their own self. They're paying for their own videos. They're putting their stuff out independent. One group that is really making a killing and doing good is Mint Condition, man. They're working every weekend. You know what I'm saying? They do get radio play on Urban AC like crazy. I mean, they're working. They get their videos done, but they really just funding themselves, man. They coming out their pockets and doing it. You know, just like G was saying, Tank. You know, he went venting on IG with against Atlantic Records, you know, because he was like, man, you know, my sales is not up there. And, you know, he was kind of lashing out at the fans. Then he was lashing out at Atlantic. They won't give me another video. But, I mean, Tank or anybody, a video costs about $1,000 or less nowadays to do, man. It don't cost much to go do a video. It don't cost much to invest into some equipment and get your studio and record. Get your engineer and record, man. But you got to be able to sew back into yourself. You know with you knowing what the struggle is and what the battle is. You can't depend on nobody no more. You have to depend on yourself. And if you go and spend your own money and you get 100,000 fans to buy your album, then you didn't did good. When you didn't only had to invest about $25, $30,000, but you getting that money. So, you know, Tank was just coming off of doing TGT. They toured everywhere, all over everywhere. I mean, and he tours, he works weekly, you know, and so does a lot of other artists. So we as artists also have to learn how to invest back into ourselves to keep us going, because we don't have jobs. That's not a job. You know, most of us don't work jobs, so we waiting on shows and we depend on shows for our income. So, I mean, you have to, if you making $20,000 a night and you bringing home $15,000, you should be taking out $2,000 to the side videos or for promotion or to pay. And that's where I am with it, man. At this point, man, I don't want to hear no artist crying that's out here working and is getting money, period. I
agree,
because it's a poor excuse, because you know how the game go, so you make adjustments with the game. you know, and you do what you can to save your own life and not wait for somebody else to do it for you. So, you know, like the Rude Boys, we invest. We have studios. We have our own studios. We can go and get up out of our beds and record it any time that we want to. And we know how to engineer. And we've learned how to mix. And we got cameras to do photo shoots. We got whatever, because that's how it go now. You know? Period. So you have to, independent. Man, it's a hustle, man. You talking about hustle and grind. You sitting up crying and biting your fingernails and complaining. You know, you could be utilizing that energy and turn it into positive energy for yourself and take care of you. Because nobody ain't going to take care of you like you're going to take care of yourself. So, I mean, I'm not going to wait around to be signed from Universal or Sony or Atlantic, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to invest. And then we use this internet and we use our people. Now, what I will say to all the fans that's listening, one thing that always happens, and I'm not going off on y'all, but this is kind of what Tank was saying, and most artists say, y'all crying, y'all be like, where y'all at? Why y'all ain't did nothing? As soon as we put out something, don't nobody go buy it. We can look on iTunes and tell what's being sold. We can look on CD Baby and iTunes or any digital download to see who didn't pay $1.99 to buy a single, even if we just put out a single. They already put the albums out where you could just buy 3 songs off the album if you want to, and not the whole album. But we can see our numbers, so numbers don't lie. People do. And we not trying to disrespect the fans or not mad, but don't say that you're waiting for us to put something out and this and that, and then you don't go buy it, because that's what happens. And it's disheartening to us because y'all pump us up for failure, a lot of y'all. You know what I'm saying? So if you love us and you want real music to be out here, then you must take a stand to support the artist that's doing it. You know, period, because we do this for y'all. We don't do it for us. God has blessed us with talent, and we go and we put it together and we make it happen. Nah, I mean, we ain't going to we ain't doing that. We singing about love. We didn't help people make babies. We didn't got people married. We didn't did all kind of stuff. So show the appreciation. If you asking for it, here it is. We got it. Go support it. We got our website. You can go up on the website and listen to our stuff. You know, you can go and purchase it. You can go on iTunes and spend 99 cents and get it.
Hey man, not just them love making songs and baby making songs. Hey, y'all had a couple little ill breakup joints too though. So, you know, a lot of brothers cried, a lot of women cried, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It happens though. It happens. You know, that's a cycle of relationship life, right? There you go.
Makeup songs, you know. Yeah, that's it. Because look, man, music is I believe in life is the greatest expression that we have, man. It's even more powerful than just saying words out your mouth. When you sing it with melodies and chords, it touches people's soul. It touches their heart. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, the gift of music is one of the greatest gifts that we have, especially when you got people that can really sing it and do it really good. You know, don't take it for granted. You know, especially while we here on Earth, don't wait until we pass, you know, like my mentor, the great Gerald Levert, and be all sad, like, oh, man. But there's a lot of people wasn't even supporting him when he died. That's real. Right. They fell off of Gerald, y'all. He didn't get old, you know, this and that. Now, Gerald did have a very strong fan base, you know what I'm saying? But, I mean, Gerald put down a lot of work, man. He put a lot of work in over the years, man. And he was one of a kind. He was one of the most special artists that God ever put on this earth. He went from being in a group and being one of the most successful solo artists coming off a group and did like 7 to 8 gold and platinum albums. And he came from a group, you know. So, I mean, a lot of people, the fans have to just support us more too, man. If you have an inkling that we out here, then come support us. You know, you can find us. We're easy to find. A click of a link or a Google can take you right to your favorite group or see what they're doing.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Same as booking and information too. If y'all want to book the route, I mean, like my man said, they're not hard to find. They're easy, not just to find, but they're also easy to book too. Because I'm just gonna throw it out there. Because anybody that has internet access or word of mouth can know, like, okay, where's the email to be able to contact, you know what I'm saying, the bosses in charge to be able to start, you know, pricing out the right deal to be able to do it. So, you know, anybody that want to book these Rude Boys, go ahead and go to rudeboysinc@gmail.com and make sure you hit up therealrudeboys.com as well. You can follow them on Twitter too. You know, so y'all kind of adapted to the social media age for the most part. So, I mean, how are y'all feeling in general as far as just its evolution? I mean, we already talked about making sure that these fans create more responsibility and, you know, purchase the album instead of trying to find it for free. But what about some of the fans' feedback and you feeding back to the fans on Facebook, Twitter, or whatever?
Well, we're always gonna feedback. We're always gonna give you love, give us love. We definitely appreciate it. So, you know, when you reach out to us on there, expect to get a response back. You know, we just did 3 strip clubs, you know, last week.
You know what I'm saying? You just polished the pole up, you know what I'm saying? Brand new poles in the strip joint too, new poles.
We went. They put 3 that we had a pole apiece to dance to sing in front of, and we did it. I mean, we're not.
You know what I'm saying? See what I'm saying?
Hey, Kenny, crazy man.
Hey, Kenny, can you do me a favor, man? Can you record that next time and holler at your boy?
Well, it's recorded.
Hey, man, listen.
You can get it on record that.
Hey, if you record that, it's going to be invisible. Because the rules ain't going to do those strip clubs, bro. Right on the phone.
Right.
That's great.
There you go. There you go.
You've been sneaking out doing strip club dates, huh?
Yeah, you've been sliding across the stage on us,
you
bro.
You sound like you in your car now on your way.
No, I performed at the strip club.
Put that fish down.
Right, man. That's crazy. Hey, but look, for all the people that's on the radio too right now, y'all can go to our Instagram, The Real Rude Boys with the S, The Real Rude Boys on Instagram. That's where we at. Twitter, The Real Rude Boys, and we even on Facebook, Facebook.com/The Real Rude Boys.
Should go ahead and holler at my guys. There you go. All right, a couple quick questions before we let y'all go. Nexxlegacy Radio has the Rude Boys here live on the air with so many people listening overseas. You know what I'm saying? We done already gave out, and y'all can go find these guys, therealrudeboys.com as well, rudeboysinc@gmail.com, and, of course, all the Instagram social media stuff out there. So, you know, any memories that y'all could take out from concerts and places that y'all been that stood out that y'all still laugh back when you look back at it and just be like, wow, I can't believe that happened? I know y'all got some.
Man, we got so many memories, man. We got many memories, man. So many that I can't even think of. What is the greatest memory we done had, man? We done had fans run up on stage. We done had panties thrown on stage. All kind of stuff.
Oh man!
You know, we didn't have people try to come and jump on the stage and be part of the group. I mean, man, so much, so much.
Oh,
man.
bro!
Wait, hold on.
And we didn't have
a force. You mean to tell me that you had? I hope you didn't have a guy run up there and just try to be a part of the, the Rude Boys clique and start singing with y'all. Did that go down?
Man, we don't
they get up there and try to step with us and all that, man. They want to bust out the steps and all that, bro.
Yeah, man, we didn't have forced honorary members, bro.
Wow.
For real. You know, but for the most part, man, we got great memories, man. When we do perform and when we do, especially when we come with that written all over your face, man, it's all over, man. When we hit that, it's like not a person in the world. It's not. It's damn near not a person in the world that don't know written all over your face, man. So what I do is I thank the Creator of all for even blessing us with that song, man, to keep us going, keep the legacy pumping. You know, I mean, we got another #1 song we got called "Are You Lonely for Me," which was went #1 on the Billboard. So I mean, we've been blessed to have 2 #1 songs, man, and. You know, I'm thankful for it. You know, and we have great fans. The fans that do show up, or the fans that do support, they are the greatest fans that you can have. So, you know, earlier I know I went in a little bit, but I'm not slighting nobody. But, I mean, if you love us, you know, that's real.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I mean, you know, like myself, hey, whenever I catch y'all at a performance or something like that, hey, expect me to run up to the stage and, you know what I'm saying, do my little steps with y'all too. So I'm down to do
that. That's what I'm saying. Slide, man.
I'm down to do that.
Bust that slide every now and then. You know what I'm saying?
I want to send a shout out to the. I want to send a special shout out to original members, Buddy Banks, Melvin Cephas, and Larry Bingo Marcus. Larry Bingo Marcus.
Bingo, for real.
Because we all
that's the originals
that laid the groundwork. So, you know, I've done some shows recently with Melvin and Bingo. You know, we did some tributes to Juro. We come back and we do tributes here and there, man. So I can't do no interview or do anything without shouting out all the people that made it possible, man. That's the love that I show.
That's real.
So Larry Marcus, Melvin Cephas, and Buddy Banks, because I know some fans like, where Buddy, where Melvin, where Bingo, you know what I'm saying? It's a kind of long story, but I'm not going to go into it, but we all are still united as brothers, and we all do get together, and we, you know, we do things together, so just showing love and showing respect, you know?
Hey, amen to that. Amen to that. Hey, what's in store for you guys as far as future projects and stuff like that? Y'all got anything going?
Well, immediately right now, next weekend we'll be in Wilmington. Well, Saturday we'll be in Wilmington, North Carolina, with Tony Terry, Men at Large, and Levert too, doing a Valentine's Day show there. And we got an album that we already have done, basically, man, called Rude 2020. We got a single called Sexy. We got a new song called The Greatest Love of All. We got a single called Follow Me. And we're about to, you know, get these videos out. And, you know, you can go listen to Sexy on our Reverb Nation, the Rude Boys on Reverb Nation, or you can go to therealrudeboys.com and check it out. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely got new stuff that we working on, and G been working on some things independently. Kenny been working on some things. I've been working on some things. We bring it all together. It's the Rude Boys conglomerate, and you know this is what we do.
And Sexy is the song that is getting us in the strip clubs.
Right, there you go.
That's it. That's the one.
Kenny been in
it's right. Easy for them to twerk to Sexy.
Right. That's right. You know what I'm saying? That's the one the females slide on right there.
Right. And check it out on Sexy. We featuring Kid, which is one of the G Unit rappers with 50 Cent.
Yeah,
shout out to Kid and Boo Man. And Boo Man, you know, Atlanta's own Boo Man.
That's right.
He in the hood somewhere, man, kicking it, doing his thing.
I know
so
you're on Simpson Road right now somewhere.
Right,
you know,
right.
There you go.
Shout out to Boo Man and Kid from G. Shout out to Boo Man and Kid from G Unit.
There it is. Hey man, I wanna not just thank y'all for hanging out with me, but you know that I'm telling you, it's just. You know, every time I think back, man, it's just, you know, y'all helped me grow up in a lot of ways on the music tip too. So, you know what I'm saying? I gotta make sure that I give props up top for my guys. And hey, you think? Hey, I'm serious when I say, hey, next time y'all come out to the Bay Area for a performance or whatever, hey, invite me on stage, man. Invite me on stage. I'm just saying.
Man,
for sure.
I'll be that extra member for a night real quick. I'll be an extra guy.
We're gonna have that extra. We gotta have that extra mic stand on the side, Joe.
That's what I'm talking about.
Doubt.
That's what I'm talking about.
No,
There you go.
Put that extra mic stand out there.
That's what I'm saying.
That's cool.
Hey,
That's
and you know
cool.
what?
That's
When
cool.
it's time for you guys to, you know what I'm saying, get that new project off the air, just make sure we have a celebration here and do it up real big as far as a release party. You know what I'm saying? Invite the fans to call in and celebrate. Do it like we used to do it. You know what I mean? So, you know, y'all are always welcome here. So, you know what I'm saying? Y'all not just continuing y'all legacy, y'all continuing that Levert legacy as well. Putting out authentic music, and I can't thank y'all enough. So, you know, when it comes to all that legacy, you got to bring it over here to Nexxlegacy. You know what I mean?
Appreciate it, bro.
No doubt, man. We appreciate you, Mr. Charles.
Hey, I got y'all, man. Anything y'all need, let's roll, man. And you know, like I said, there's future endeavors with the foundation I have working that I definitely need y'all assistance on, and we're gonna do it up big in this 2015 campaign, man. I definitely want these Rude Boys in here for the long haul. So, you know, new fans and OG fans, let's help support these guys and make these purchases. They got stuff for sale right now on Reverb Nation. Make sure y'all go ahead and check that out. Make sure y'all check out the website and just say hi. Just go on, just tweet them, Instagram. Do whatever y'all need to do to show that love and support, because y'all got a lot of fans out there. We got to make sure we turn it into that conglomerate that y'all going to be solid for. So, you know, we going to stand behind you as a station. We going to bring it authentic. What we do
no
here.
doubt, man. And next time we want to hear from some of the fans on the line listening, man, see what they got to say, what they want to, get their opinions, man. We got to do a whole nother show. The fans.
Oh yeah, no, y'all gonna take over. Hey, it's gonna be a Rude Boys takeover coming soon. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we gonna open it up for the fans to call in and hang out with y'all.
Cool.
For sure.
All right,
man. Well,
y'all
we like
take
to
it,
say
y'all.
Nexxlegacy
Hey,
Radio,
thanks on a Grammy and listen too on a Grammy night like tonight for y'all to be able to slide in here and holler at not just me but the listeners, man. It's greatly appreciated too. So thank you.
No doubt.
I appreciate that. For sure.
All right, that's not just the '90s giant, but also the music giant as well. The Rude Boys right here on Nexxlegacy Radio. Thanks, fellas.
Yes, sir. All right.
More music, more memories right after this.